Cut the music, ladies and gentlemen.
Bazinga!
Stanley chose Mon Bazo first time as his streamer title.
Okay. Thank you for the donation. Make sure you Stanley Parable, everybody. Stanley Parable. Let's get into it. English. Have you played it before? Do I lie? Do I lie? Wait, I'm scared. Wait, is this a horror game? I'm not kidding. Please enter the current time. Wait, it's 9:57. Wait, but PM. Wait, why is this important? Dude! This game is hard! No, except, okay. Wait, I'm not kidding. One in chat if this is scary. I'm not kidding. Field of view, it's gonna be more than 70. Video, VSync on. What's up, Ivar? It's not scary. Full screen? Full screen. VSync off. Okay. Ooh.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Is it loud?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Guys, I am
Orders
Stanley.
came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push,
Wait.
how long to push them, and in what order.
This is what I do.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every
Wait, what the
moment
hell?
of
This
the
is a
orders
horror
at the
game.
end.
9 to
Though he'd
5
been
work.
made exactly for this job, Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
He got fired.
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
This reminds
But
me.
as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I'm playing. I'm playing. Hey, Chuck.
Bazinga!
Stanley realized he was one of the unfortunate few to receive this message.
It's capped at 60. It looks clean to me. Does it look clean to you? Thanks to the bits. It looks clean to me. Can I turn this down a little? VSync is off. Video, VSync is off. Try it on. Does this look better? VSync on or off? Off.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You guys want to chat if this is your day-to-day life? This is exactly where I used to work. I used to work somewhere
No
here.
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
And my crush would work here. And then every so often, we would talk over the border. And I said, Pam. I love moms. Oh, Mondays. I hate Mondays. Excuse me. Hey, Chuck? Charles? Hello? Ugh, this is a privacy concern. You gotta leave your monitor off. Yeah, I gotta make sure they're adhering to privacy laws. God, I feel like I'm the only one here that takes this job seriously. Jesus Christ. Oh. Wait, this actually looks like my real office.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What? Okay. Wait, I take it back. I take it back. Please. I take it back. Please, I take it back. Oh, man. I take it back. What the hell is this weed poster? I'm a beta?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Hi, welcome to your evening presentation. How to solve a dispute with a coworker. First, using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel on all the text. This will everyone is unique. You most of all. That's like when I say one in chat if you're unique. That's my joke. Number of slides.
Bazinga!
Stanley decided to end the game here and ponder over these slides for the rest of his life.
To do, synergize core values expenditure, shift global market paradigms, monetize free to play. I'm getting some really good ideas here. The boss appreciation, on your boss appreciation minute worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Fill out your triplicate and return to your boss appreciation specialist. All right, go ahead, guys. This is hilarious. Wait, holy fuck. This is actually so fucking funny. This game is funny? Comedy? Push for funding for research and development for a new coffee machine. I steal coffee. For weird. Get the Chris out of the broom closet. Standalone graphics for not efficient. Everyone has to talk in corporate speak from now on. The broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs.
Wait,
to
should I
his
not
boss's
listen to me?
office.
Should I not listen to him? I'm gonna listen to him in this. I'm scared though. I hope I'm not leading to a demise. Is he you? Hello, hello, hello? Wow, my boss's office looks amazing.
Stepping into his manager's office,
Wow.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
What's the PIN number?
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Whoa. Zombies? You guys, it's really loud for me, so like if I get really scared or whatever, I'm not a coward. Where am I going?
Bazinga!
Stanley decided to listen to TTS instead of the in-game narrator.
Descending
He
deeper
walked
into
to
the building,
closest PC and booted up his main relaxation game, Mon Bazo.
Stanley realized
That's not
he
true.
felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Wait, can I go back up? I just started playing this. Wait, can I see? I've never heard of this game before.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Wait, escape? Or, wait.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Television
What
screens.
horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Horror. Ooh. Camera? Wait, I can control
Now
minds?
the monitors jumped to life.
Squid
Their true
Games!
nature revealed.
Mango?
Each bore the number
These
of
are
an
you guys.
employee in the building.
Wait, these are you guys.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Mango! Mango! I said mango! This is Twitch headquarters.
This mind
Is this what it looks
control
like?
Facility, it was too
There,
horrible to
ban that
believe it
person.
couldn't be true.
But why?
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yes.
No.
Oh.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Whoa, so true.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored
Mind
and commanded
control.
from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
Whoa.
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Burn it.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Burn it. What's in here? I'm gonna burn it. Guys, be free! Be free! You can type come whenever you want. Be free! Be free! I won't control you. Wait, how do you
And
jump?
when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this
Be
horrible
free, everybody.
place and to everything it stood for.
Did I beat the game?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Thank you!
Was it over? Yes. He had won.
And that's
He had
that's my
defeated the
PB.
machine, unshackled
That's my
himself
PB.
from someone else's command.
That's a PB.
Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
Bold!
What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
So
For it was
true.
not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do.
Pass the weed.
Whatever life he lives, it will be his. That
Wow.
was all he needed to know.
Happy
It was
ending.
perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
I beat the game. I really did it.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way.
Wait, is this when
now,
Mon Bazu
that
starts?
things were meant to happen.
Is this a trick?
And Stanley was happy.
Yay! Stanley was happy. Beautiful. Don't cry. They're there, guys. They're there. Don't cry. What? What? I thought I escaped.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Hey, Chuck.
What
Hey,
could it
Charles.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Call Simp Mom. I like work. I just hate my boss. Such a funny little mug. But do you guys think that's like appropriate for the workplace? Such a fun mug. Like if I wasn't making the rules, I would think that's such a good mug. But do you like think like if a client came here, that would be like an appropriate mug to have? Like I don't want to be the bad guy or whatever. Like do you guys think that's like appropriate in the workplace? Like, you know what I mean? So fun. It's so fun. I had someone say that about my own mug when I worked. So, I'm in the wait, I'm in the fucking mainframe. Who farted? Dude, this is your computer. That's one of your computer. Don't laugh at who farted.
Stanley went around touching every little
Shut
thing
up,
in the
narrator.
office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the
Shut
story
up.
in any way.
Okay, fine. Oh, man. I hate Mondays. Tell me about it. That reminds me of this really funny cartoon I saw called Garfield. Open it. Hey, Donna, have you heard of Garfield?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Guess what? I'm going to the right. I'm kind of a bad boy.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room,
Yeah.
and Stanley knew it perfectly
I'm kind of a bad boy.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Hey, where's room 420? We're just having fun in the office, you know? Chuck, 420. You know what I mean? We're just having some fun tonight before the meeting. Do you have the deliverables,
Yes,
by the way?
truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Number 1, Dad. I'm not your father. I hate Mondays.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Be my Valentine?
So utterly captivating.
Why would you
even
use that
though
mug?
All your co-workers have mysteriously vanished. Here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Coffee nut.
Really worth it.
Coffee nut. That's my mug. I'm a coffee nut. Hey.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on
Shut
creepy
up,
and
narrator.
reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Excuse me, developer. This isn't the correct time that I inputted. Excuse me, excuse me.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue.
Bazinga!
When a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that
Stanley
the game was
picked up
trying to
his
send
own
him a
mug
message.
with his favorite phrase. Yes,
What
I will
is
date
it?
all of your
What
mothers
is this
less
place?
than 3.
I will not date your mothers. Don't listen to the robot voice.
But at last, he'd had enough of the
Thank you.
amazing room.
I love
and
you.
took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
It's like a painting you'd get at Target. Wait, what did he say? No! I don't want to go to the left. I want to go straight.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not lie. Are true. Whoa. Stop lying to us? Fine, I will date your moms. Real. That's the happy ending. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift is $1,000. Penalty for jumping is $5,000. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. It will cause death. Never tell me what to do.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Will this kill me?
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investor, but in his eagerness to prove that he's in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very
Shut up. And that's the end, ladies and gentlemen. What the? Back to the old 9 to 5. Jesus Christ. Chuck, Charles,
his co-workers were gone.
Tina?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Tina? Tom? Tom? Uh-oh, sale projections are going down. Oh no, sale projections are going down.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
This is good for your hitbox.
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Should I go to the left? 1 in chat to go to the left, 2 in chat to go to the right. Actually, fuck it. I want to go to the right. I want to finish this.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Fuck you! Guys, why are you making me play? You're just making me live through getting fired in real life. I got fired in real
I think
life.
perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
True.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten.
Please
about.
don't backseat.
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Nadia?
She's been waiting.
Really? Open the door. Nadia?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your...
Stanley decided to sit down and relax. He turned on Squeex/twitch.tv and took a poop. Then Stanley proceeded to call Squeen bald.
Or faith in another.
That's not the real narrator.
Pick up the phone.
Wait, is this gonna be like a... Hello? Ow. Is there anything in this cup, or are you drinking air? It's empty.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
It wasn't empty.
All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
What?
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
What?
They want to commit their life to you.
What is
I'm
this
trying
game?
to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
I'd still bang, though. I'd still bang.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
What? Stanley dies? Press M on your keyboard. No. What if I just don't hit M? I can't leave. Okay, M.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow.
Fuck
He has
you.
a job that demands nothing of him, and every
True.
button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Please press J.
Look at him there, pushing buttons.
Shut
Doing
it.
exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
What if I don't hit O? Why do I keep going back to listening
But
to
in
the
his
narrator?
Mind, in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
So true.
From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Press R to watch TV. I like
And so he
TV.
began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
Guys, this is
The
a horror
thought
game.
excited him terribly.
Spend time with the boys. Wait, this was my life, guys. This is exactly what I would do. What the fuck?
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
True. Prepare dinner? You guys
As he
hungry?
wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions.
Oh.
And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Oh, that's probably important. Tell my
It
kids a
was such
story.
a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some
Surely.
new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Well, tell your wife you love her. I love you.
But there is no answer.
What?
How could there
My
possibly
wife is
be?
my desk.
In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the
maidens?
more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
Wow. Go to sleep. Good night.
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Wait. Do not do it? I'm doing it.
You see? Can he just not...
Wait.
How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Press Y to question nothing. What if I don't press anything? What are you gonna do, punk ass? Huh? Now who's a tough guy? I'm not pressing anything. Now what? Y plus gifted. Now is not the time. Hit N. It doesn't do anything.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
What?
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
I'm dead. Ugh, back to our old 9 to 5. I beat this game 3 times. Is that a PB?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okay.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Now?
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Instead of going to the... I'm gonna go to the right door. Instead...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Instead,
and
I'm gonna go to
Stanley
the
knew it
left.
Perfectly well. Perhaps he
Wait,
wanted to
something
stop
with a
by
yellow
the employee
line.
lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge
Bazinga.
was sublime, a work of art.
Stanley
What was it but
resets his
eager to
game
get
less
back to business?
frequently than his
Stanley
funny
took the
red summer
first
day.
open door on
No one's
his
gonna laugh
left.
at that, see? Let's go to the left. This
And
is
so
new.
he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Oh, this... Okay, wait. This will go... Oh, shit. This is the left. Oh, this is taking me the same pathway. I don't want to. Wait, I don't want to go this way.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here.
No.
So he turned around and got back on
No,
track.
I'm not getting back on track. It's time to be bad. It's time to be bad. I am not getting back
There
on
was
track.
nothing here. No choice
Okay.
to make, no path to follow. Just
back
an
on track.
empty broom closet. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm going downstairs.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that.
I'm not gonna
In
get
such a
fired.
competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
True.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no
What?
reason at all.
Wait a
None of
second.
it made any logical sense.
Wait.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
Wait.
For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
What?
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
What?
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Oh,
No, Stanley said
God.
to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his
Wait,
tongue.
I made
he
it.
just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
Wait, never mind.
He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers
Dude, what
weren't
was in that
actually
brownie?
He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above
Wait,
the ground.
I'm actually flying.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was
Wow.
so much fun.
Wow.
And Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is
Dude.
there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
So true.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts.
The fuck?
And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
Whoa.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in
Can I
control.
go backwards?
That this was a dream. So he closed his eyes.
Everyone close your eyes.
And he invited himself to wake up.
Close your eyes. I'm
He
looking.
felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this.
What's that noise?
I wish it to be over.
Okay.
Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife
Okay.
and my job.
I have an
All I
idea.
want is my life exactly the way
I
it's
have an
always
idea.
been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will
What
be
if?
fine.
What
I
if?
am okay.
What if? Oh, I thought I was gonna wake up at my office.
Stanley began screaming. Please,
Oh!
someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Ah!
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Mariella.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
Wow.
She rose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to
Stanley.
himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know
Am I
what
being
is
gaslit
real
right now?
and what isn't.
Is this what it feels like to
It
be
was
gaslit?
comforting
Does this
to
what you
feel
guys
this,
feel like?
And in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was
Who are you
only a
talking
moment
to?
that she stood there,
Oh my God, so
staring
true.
down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
What's up, Distorted? Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Okay,
simply
here's what I'm gonna
missed the
do. Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's my
When
idea.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm going to
This
the
was
right,
not
'cause I'm
the
a bad
correct way
boy.
to the meeting room,
Then,
and Stanley knew it
hey Arcos,
perfectly
good
well.
morning.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to
No.
admire it.
Okay, so I'm going to go to the employee
Standing
round.
now
Employee
in this incredible
room.
room, Stanley for the first time, but eager to get back to business.
And here's what I'm
Stanley
gonna
took
do.
the first open door on his left.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna go to the left because I'm bad. Then, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go
Stanley
here.
was so bad at following
Here.
directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Here. I want to go on this top bridge. Can I make this jump?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps
Can I
we've
make this
gotten off
jump?
on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your
Oh, it
trust
goes
in
up.
someone else can... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the
There's
story
no
and
jump
one gets to
button.
tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job,
Fuck
Stanley.
you.
Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
God damn it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had... When Stanley came to a set of
Thanks
2
for the
open
$2.
doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room,
Oh,
and
yo.
Stanley knew it
Oh,
perfectly
yo.
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to
Wait, this is
admire it.
different. Wait. Was that intro different?
Stanley felt lightheaded. Butterflies in his
Why am I
stomach.
so close?
But eager to get back to business,
Okay, I'm gonna try something
Stanley
new.
took the first open door on his left.
No, I'm gonna try something new. I'm gonna try something new.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot. What? Really?
Oh!
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero
Fuck
consideration
you.
for others?
Like
Are
I
you
give a
that
fuck.
Convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
I
Why-
died of cringe
I
to
don't know
that last step. I'm so sorry about
how to
that.
convince
Are you
of
milking
this,
emotes?
but I really do
Thanks, it's
want to
yours.
help
It's
you,
okay, man.
to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay. What? You what? I'm not giving... Do not stand on this side of the fence. Like I give a fuck.
Now listen carefully, this is
Uh-oh.
important. Stanley walked through the red door.
What do I do? Oh, jeez. Red pill or blue pill? I'm gonna do a blue.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked
Wait.
through the red door.
Blue.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley.
Haha.
You want to know so badly what's out there? You
Yes.
want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well,
Yes.
don't let me stop you.
I won't.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed...
What is this,
textures.
EA?
Is this what you wanted?
You know what I
Was it
mean? Like
worth
Battlefield?
ruining the entire story I had written out
You
specifically
know what I'm talking
for
about?
you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
It's funny.
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Wait. I'm listening to him, though. It's like Counter-Strike KZ.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I would say 3.
Oh, of course. A 3.
I'm a fence sitter.
Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion. You know?
Is this Nathan?
Any level of critical thinking or
Okay, stop.
engagement with your
Okay, I'm at
surroundings.
5.
Does that sound good?
Okay, I'm
Think
at
we can do that?
5.
Yes? Wonderful.
5. I take it
Here,
back.
based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I
Pog.
think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
A new version. The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. It's an MMO. Good old Neil. 2 seconds. Skid. Wait, are these real people? I'm a speedrunner. Wait, is this real? Only the worst 3% of players chose the blue door? Wait. I want to go back.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard
This sounds like in Karen or someone demanding you for a wrong opinion just to go, "Oh yeah."
helped you feel
Don't go,
motivated to
"Ew,
keep
yeah."
walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
I would say 5.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Mario?
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would
Please
you?
be Mario.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
A new game.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger.
Uh-oh.
You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game.
Guys.
All about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life.
Guys.
I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4
Play
hours.
Fortnite.
So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
4
Be sure
hours?
to keep notes on your experience.
I'm sorry, guys.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or
No.
purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out.
He
I'm done.
quit?
It's over.
No.
Thank you for playing. Your input was
No.
extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Mario?
Let's see. What do we have here?
Mario?
Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
I just started. Mario? A new game. Wait,
Fascinating.
isn't this a
What
real
do you think
game?
this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory?
It's
What is our
Firewatch.
motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man, spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it.
Mon
What a
Bazoo.
fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Alright. Wow. I like this one. What was that noise? Wait, I keep accidentally listening to him. I don't want to listen to him. Can I light this place on fire? Damn it, I have to go all the way around. I want to play Firewatch in real life, though. It's so pretty. By the way, this isn't a date. It's not real.
Oh, no. No, it can't be.
What?
It is. It's an open world game.
Pog.
Good God, quickly block it off.
Hey!
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls.
Oh.
Something with nice,
Mon
big,
Bazoo
insurmountable walls.
What's the next game?
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Uh-oh. Rocket League! I love this game!
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
I love this game.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here.
I know how to play.
Is this game sports ball?
Can I play?
I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh, hell yeah. Wait, I love this. Wait, I'm playing Rocket League. Wait, I love this. Get ready to pog, guys. Massive pog incoming. Oh!
What are you doing?
What happened? Beta?
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Huh? Mario? This doesn't get creepy, does it? Huh? 500. I'm not gonna 07. After beating that game, I'm not scared of nothing. 427. Behind you? Oh, that's in game.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I
Huh?
wonder if he's happy with his choice.
I am.
And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him.
Wait, this game is insane. What am I playing right now?
Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion.
Are you guys
That's
scared right
who I
now?
am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way.
Oh, yes.
Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Good morning.
All of his co-workers were
What's up,
gone.
McMurdo?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait a second. How do I get in there? Wait a second. Bazinga! Can I
No
walk
matter
through
how
walls?
hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Let me out! This is really like work. Yo, if I slept over, would you make us breakfast? You know what? I would. I make really good
Stanley
omelets.
went around touching every little thing in the
I really
office,
would.
but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and
Like I give a
Stanley knew
single
perfectly
fuck?
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his
Wait, so
left.
does it actually change? Should I be like trying everything? No, I'm gonna go
Stanley
this
was
way.
so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh, wait a second. Squeex is such a bad boy. I really am. I wish I could climb. What about
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
try the red door?
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize
Yeah, I'm
that
gonna try
investing
it.
your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that
Danger
convinced that I want
everywhere.
something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your
Go
side.
ahead.
Give me a chance.
Show me something beautiful.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay, I'm gonna listen to him. I'm not a narc or a snitch. I'm gonna
Oh,
listen.
Thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The 2 of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's
Wait,
killing us?
what? Am I high?
I wanted to stop.
What?
We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you. What do we want?
Wow.
What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't
Wow.
it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel... No, wait. Where are you going?
I'm not listening to you. I'm being
Oh, no.
bad.
Stay away from those stairs. If
No.
you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset.
I don't give a
we'll
fuck.
lose all of this.
I don't give a
Please, no,
fuck.
Stanley,
No,
let
I'm
me
gonna
stay
keep
here.
going.
Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing. No! Oh,
What?
thank God. You lived. No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
I don't give a fuck. Keck walk. I play Womps. You're talking to a Mario speedrunner.
Let's go back to the other room.
You're talking to a Mario speedrunner, you
Is this
fool.
really how much you dislike my game?
I don't want to play your fucking
You'll throw
game.
yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
I play
Am I reading
Womps.
the situation correctly?
I literally play Womps.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore.
Wait,
just
I
wanted
moved
us to
slower
get
and
along,
slower.
But I guess that was too
Oh,
much
now
to
I feel
ask.
bad.
It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
Now I
Well,
feel
this one is yours.
bad. You monster. Your brain is broken.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm going back.
Keck walk. That's literally like what you guys say. Squeex, you're really gonna throw? A phone call. Charlene?
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
I'm not gonna turn it off. She sounds hot. Flirt. Stanley's kind of hot. Flirt. Did I click the button? Wait, I'm gonna go back. You're spooked? I like these weird little games. Wait, he's not talking. Wait, where's my narrator? New content? Pog.
New content?
Hell yeah.
What does that mean, new content?
Wait, I want to go over here, though. I want to go over there. New content? Boys! Whoa.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable
I beat it.
Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013.
Wow, it's like a
on
Disneyland
home
ride.
computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe,
Wow.
a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
That's the
The
one I
Stanley
have.
Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world
Boys.
of Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Okay.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Wow.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Why are you doing the new
Okay, so far it's
content?
an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Hello?
Is it broken? What's going on here?
Mods?
Should we be moving somewhere? Or...
Mods?
Oh, here we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
New content, Poog.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Gimme the content, Stanley. All
New
right.
content.
All right, let's see. It's
The jump
the
circle?
circle?
I can jump! Wait. Now I can't jump. Wait, do it again. Wait, I want to save my jump.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new
Surely.
content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say,
Wait.
initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
Yes.
If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell,
So
I
true.
could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more.
More content.
Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding
Oh,
me,
man.
you see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers
So
with no respect
true.
for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar.
I pre-ordered Battlefield 2042, guys. I'm so sorry to break it to you this way.
And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking
I'm
right
so
now
sorry.
at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Cancel them.
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the
Oh,
game?
trust me,
and we'll try to
narrator.
get
I
back to what
reset
the
all
Stanley
the
Parable
time.
is really about. No frills, no
Just
gifts,
straight
just
gameplay.
you and me having a great time together like always.
All
What
right.
do you say, friend?
Yes. Am I playing this correct? What? Wait, it's new. I hate Mondays. Wait a second. That looks like my...
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Jump in the painting? I can't, why am I listening to you? Yahoo! Guys, who vented? I want to go in the vent. Hi, Siren. Good to see you. Everyone say people hate.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to
True.
be? But it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game
Elden
developers
Ring!
won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Hi, Walnut. Wow.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful
You just
Stanley
farted?
Parable was
No,
before
I
it
didn't.
was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all
True.
meant something. Oh, the waste.
Unachievable. Oh, look at the good times. Wow. Look at the good times. The television, Game Innovation Games Award back in 2013. New video game releasing today. The New York Times. Los Angeles Times. Stanley Parable deals tough choices. The BAFTAs. In loving memory of little Stanley. Aw, is he a gerbil? Hearts in chat for Stanley. Because... ultimately...
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com.
I remember Destructoid.
James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than
Destructoid
any form
isn't
of
around
art,
anymore, is it?
Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing.
What?
It's no games at all.
What?
It isn't even the Stanley Parable
don't
anymore.
cry.
It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk.
with an hour of new elevator content.
The original remake or what's down here? It's locked. Knowing your city. They actually did the vent sound. Whoa, what's going on? Sus! The end is never. Amogi? Amogi? The top 10 memories for the Stanley Parable.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com.
Hey!
The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It
9 out of 10.
didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
You should have definitely done the old stuff first. Well, what do you... I'm just fucking... I've never played this game. I'm just walking around. How do I get back in there? The serious room. I want to go in the serious room. Oh, this room opened. Did you lie at the beginning? No?
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on.
Uh-oh.
I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Monka?
Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a
Steam
collection of
reviews.
from Steam, the online video game distributor.
Uh-oh.
I haven't looked at these in years.
What have you guys been
I can't
writing?
even imagine what's been collecting down here.
Uh-oh.
Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Uh-oh.
Honestly,
This
I
is like
could
what you
not
guys
bother
would
to play
write.
this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny.
Someone wrote
with
that.
His humor and dialogue.
That's what
proving
you
to be
guys
more
just wrote.
Irritating than entertaining. Unfunny. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
What's over here? Butts. Oh, that's just wire. What was that? Here's another review.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Goodness, this is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of
Great,
the game's
another
dialogue
woke
as being
game.
rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game.
Oh,
to get it to
great.
feel as light and airy as it.
Ugh.
Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't.
Oh.
Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable
Don't
isn't
cry.
quite as sterling as I always remember.
Aw, don't cry.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
True.
A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment,
Surely.
Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes,
All right.
a skip button we shall have.
I won't skip. I feel bad. No, I won't click the button. Now I feel bad.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot.
Now I
I'll pop
feel
you
bad.
forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll
Did I click
zip
the
right
button?
past it. It's what the players have been
I didn't
asking
want
for,
this.
and
This is
I'm
you
very
guys.
proud to have delivered. No more listening to me
I didn't
rambling on
ask
and
for
on and
this.
on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah.
Is this what I sound like when I'm
We've eaten
live?
too much, and it can't be just yet. No, no, until 245.
Is this what it sounds
But
like?
the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story and the choices, or what have you.
I clicked it.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games.
True.
Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of it. Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's
Would
all
you guys
over.
like a skip
I can't
button
wait
for
to
the
see
stream?
What Cookie 9 will say about
Cookie
this,
9?
and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping
What's
through
up,
is becoming
Dor
longer and
Norgle?
longer.
How's it
That
going?
last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30,
What
45
the hell?
minutes. It's not unendurable by any
30
means, but
minutes?
well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of... Oh, Stanley, you're back.
What the
You're
hell?
back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone
Do it
to
again?
talk to again.
I want to.
Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak.
I want to.
And you'd think that that's just... Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the
Should I click it
turning
again?
of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all.
Hello? Is he dead? Hello? Hello? I'll click it again. I'm not the app. Click it again.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough.
Where are the jokes?
Bazinga!
There it is. There are the jokes. Ladies and gentlemen, bazinga. That's the joke.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Hello? 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 Whoa, I'm so high. What the fuck? What the fuck? This skip button is awesome. I want to keep clicking it. I'm gonna keep clicking it. Whoa, dude, what the fuck? I'm gonna keep clicking it. I'm keep clicking it. Wow. It's beautiful. I'm gonna click it again. I'm gonna click it again. Uh-oh, it all died. Wait, I don't like this. Go back. I don't like this. Go back. I don't want it to be scary. Hello? I'm clicking it again. Oh my god, the button. Freedom? Dude, this game is a trip. The freedom! I'm free! Wow! This is awesome! I'm free! Hey, bell tolls. Wait, I'm free. Good luck surviving. Akaba. Oh. Back to the old grind. Hey Chuck, hey Charles, you have no
Stanley knew the
idea.
office layout like the back of his hand.
You have no
It was only
idea.
a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
You have no idea what I've been to. Oh, I'm alive. How do I get in there? Begin the game again while you're in your cubicle? New content? Should I go through the new content door? Or no? I don't want you to... Okay, fine, I won't.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge. What a room, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I'm not taking this door anymore. Jimmy? Shut up, Laura. Jimmy's not in this
Stanley
game.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, now, instead, I want to
Look,
be able to go
Stanley, I
down.
think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really.
Dude, how many pads are in
I
this door?
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please. What?
Oh.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Dude, I
thought
fell. Begin it again. Begin it again. This is like the
All of his
Truman Show.
co-workers were- Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it?
What?
Is this Stanley's office?
Wait. Wait. Jimmy? New content. No. I'm going into the left door this
When
time.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Maybe I
he
missed
entered
something
the door
here.
on his left.
Chat? Back seating?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Oh, no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Oh, we're in the broom room. What are we gonna do in here? Wow. Ooh, stuck in the broom room. Oh, wow. Do my mom? The broom room, huh? Okay, come on. Do this. Do this, guys. Do this in real life. Do this in real life.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Dude, I wish I could jump. Executive bathroom? To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. So true. Wait, so fucking true. Wow. Get it? The Time magazine has a clock on it. Oh my god, it's the right time. Freaky. Yo, Jeff, I'm home. What's in here? Kung Fu Panda. Oh! Boom, boom. Oh, you headed down? Wait, I'm hungry. So, how long you been working here? Uh-huh. Yeah, it's getting hot for this, so early, you know what I mean? Allergy season's been crazy recently, huh? So, how are your kids doing in school? Oh, I didn't click the button. What? So anyway, how's Charlene? She's still taking that fucking art class? Uh-huh. Oh, it looks like this is my stop. What? So, what's the deal with these masks? What's going on? What? The elevator's broken. Okay, what if I do this? What if I break the elevator? What if I break the elevator? It doesn't let me. Dude, this is a hell. This is a hell. This is my hell. Soft locked? Am I soft locked? That's my line. Alright, I'm gonna go into the boss's office, I guess.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean?
Okay, there must be a
Stanley
puzzle
wondered
for...
aloud to
Do you guys see
nobody.
numbers?
He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk.
Wait, any
pulling
numbers?
books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be?
What if I typed in something
this
different?
Keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number.
2468.
2845.
No, that was what it
But
was
of course,
before.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Type 8008 boobs. Okay. 800.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Maybe there's some sort of clue. What if I just don't do anything?
2845.
What if I don't click anything? What are you gonna do, punk ass? Try 3 for Mon Bazu. Don't spoil, please. Bag by the desk. Oh, you don't know. You're just guessing. Sorry.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door
What?
just opened all by itself. And
No.
Stanley got the hell along with the story.
Oh, man.
Well, whoop-de-doo.
What the hell? I don't want to. The guy literally just fucking couldn't wait. 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 This is the elevator. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Unless... Oh wait, this is different.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
Escape?
Facility.
No, I don't. I'm escaping.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
You know what? Fuck it. Wait.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Wait. Do I not have 70 stars?
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to
Yahoo!
walk
Yahoo!
forward
Yahoo!
and
Yahoo!
willingly confront his death.
Yahoo! Wahoo! Wait, this is actually gonna kill me? They wouldn't just kill me, right? This is not how it ends. Right? Whoa!
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
What the fuck?
Stanley can't see the bigger picture.
Is this an
He doesn't
A24
know
game?
the
Good
real
one.
Story, trapped forever in his narrow vision
That's
of
a good
what
one.
this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Oh.
And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end.
I'm
to
gonna
his
die?
brief and shallow
Wait, I don't want to
life.
resign.
Farewell,
Wait, I don't want to
Stanley.
die. I don't want to die. No, I don't want to die. Close your eyes, guys. Oh.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Nadia? Oh. What's up, Tilt? EV. The Stanley Parable. Ladies and gentlemen.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Wow, where am I?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now?
Oh.
Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Wow, so true, dude. What the fuck was in Charlene's brownies? What the fuck? Whoa. Button sounds. Whoa. The office computers. Solitaire. Credits. This game's crazy. What the fuck is this game? It's awesome. Maintenance room, an early version of the maintenance room. Wow. Box is playing Valorant? I know, I'm playing this. We'll play Valorant later. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. We realized shortly after starting it that build was far too jokey and on the nose. Some people interpret it as making fun of people who like shooters. Whoa. After the second trailer, we sent out people to email the narrator for questions. While we initially planned to use further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are the selection of those emails. How do you stay in shape? Well, are you gay? Who wrote that? That's someone from this chat. That's what you guys would write. Dink Dunk. I appreciate the previous Stanley game as a work of art and a standalone title. I appreciate the credit given to art, which is why I'm eager to see the sequel and prequel. That's what you guys would write too. Wow, that's awesome. This is like a museum of the Stanley Parable. Can we write emails? It is a museum. I'm in the museum. Here are the Zending levers. These levers were originally put as part of the Zending. The player would pull a lever, and the narrator would describe the color they had pulled. Whoa. I don't think I've been here. The Zending. I don't think I've been here. This is like where I keep all my NFTs. You know what I mean, guys? Oh, I'm just kidding. I don't have any NFTs yet. Wait, countdown. Oh. Freedom ending. It existed in beta?
Oh, look at these two.
I'm turning it off.
How they wish to destroy one another.
I'm turning it off.
How they wish to control one another.
I'm turning it off.
How they both wish to be free.
I'm turning it off.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Don't you worry, No Money. We're gonna start all over again in a second.
But listen to me. You can still save these two.
Wait, save me, save me.
You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
Wait.
As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it.
Should I really choose it?
Don't let time choose for you.
Should I choose it? Is it gonna unlock something for me? Or should I choose it?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Uh-oh, I hope I didn't fuck anything
All
up.
of his co-workers were gone.
Damn
What
it!
did it mean? Stanley decided to go to
Wait,
the
I wanna
meeting
go
room.
back.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Fuck! No, I'm not going to the new content. Fuck, I want to go back there. That place
When
was
Stanley
awesome.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You can't fail this game. You can always just do the same thing and go
Yet
back.
there was not a single person here either.
Do you guys want
Feeling
pizza?
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take.
Oops.
Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let
Shut
the narrator
up.
talk. That kind of anxiety.
What
is
the
enough.
hell? It's calling
So
me
he
out.
relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Alright, punished. I'm a speedrunner. Ah, goo lagoon.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated,
Thank
Stanley
you.
calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Okay. And here we are. Should I take the elevator? You kind of have to. Except Dayton. Down or up? What if I clicked up? No, let's go down. I like that area. Okay, I have to order. I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
No, I'm escaping.
Although this passageway had the word
Order
escape written on it,
Qdoba.
the truth was that at the end of this hall,
No, my
Stanley
phone
would meet
died.
his violent death.
Order hog.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I'm not gonna die. That's right. I'm confident. Don't be scared, guys. I've been here before. Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
What the hell?
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Sad.
So he resigned and willingly
Yeah, I can't
accepted
jump.
this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Bye, Stanley. And we're dead. Unless...
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator.
Narrator
as
too.
Stanley was led helplessly into the
Damn it, I
enormous
shouldn't have
metal
quit that
jaws.
one time. I wonder what would have
In a single
happened.
visceral instant,
Would she let me
Stanley
die?
was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly. And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game,
Heck
back
walk.
in his office, as alive as ever. What
Okay.
exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
She sounds
When
cute. Can I
every
get her
path
number?
you can
She's
walk
not
has
actually
been
real.
created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making
If you're
life
hungry,
the same.
you should be at
Do you see
Oreo with
now?
other two people.
Do you see that Stanley
Rapper.
was already
What?
dead from the moment he hit start?
Like a Squeex sandwich? Flirt? Flirt? No, 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 no. Stay. Thanks for the donation.
When Stanley left, he traveled upward to the power source at the top of the facility to end this injustice.
Wait, I have to charge my phone. I don't want to get up. I don't want to... What if dialogue happens as soon as I get up? Okay, I'm gonna go here.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Turn off.
Can you see? Can you see how
I
much
see.
they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
What? You what?
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
Crush me.
Escape and press quit.
I'm not
There's
gonna
no
quit.
other way to beat this game.
Crush me.
As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path.
Crush me.
Stop now, and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it.
Crush
Don't
me.
let time choose for you. Don't let...
Now what? Now what? Oh man. That's it. Fuck.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh
What could
man.
it mean?
I died.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting
I'll be
room.
right back. I have to find my charger. Everyone get your water, okay? I'll give you some dialogue. How about this? I'll give you some dialogue.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Quick, say something bad. He is fixing his toupee.
Stanley stood for a long time in one spot. It's part of a game. He likes to see how long he can go without dying.
What?
So far, he's doing excellent. And if he just stays right where he is, I'm sure he'll
Don't
keep
look
up
at me
that
for a
good
sec.
momentum. Let's
I have to
observe
bend over.
the genius at work.
Oh. I have to bend over. Don't look at me. Oh. Alright, we're plugged in. Was he talking shit? Was he talking shit? Don't move. New content.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay. How do I get over there? Hog. Wait, so how many possibilities are there in this game? Jesus Christ.
Squeex, I'm touching meat to cook and watching you enjoy a game I've been loving.
Yeah, thanks, Lion. Appreciate it. Can we get some pod claps? Thanks for the 3 months, man. Appreciate it. Anonymous donated $2 saying, quick, say something bad, like, he's fixing his toupee.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable
It's not
was
been
a landmark,
disappointing.
and any new content for it should
This
live up to
narrator
that
is so
legacy.
self-conscious.
So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense.
Alright, I'm gonna order food.
I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
What? In the Stanley Parable? Holy shit,
Yes,
it's a
you see,
startup.
Far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions. Think of all the new territory we'll cover.
Investor
with a fully fledged
showcase.
sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up.
Wow.
Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions.
A sequel?
This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Wow.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe.
True.
don't you think?
I agree.
Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean?
One in chat, this looks like your
But
workplace.
The Stanley Parable 2. Now that's an artistic statement right there. It's
New
future-oriented.
mug.
It screams
Time to
progress
wake
and
up.
innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Never underestimate coffee enjoyers who left their cup by a leather sofa that faces a blurry room. Bro, what? What? Oh my god, it's an apple. They're back. $2. Look, they're on Google Docs for a logo idea. This really is a startup. Who sits in sofas like that? Oh,
Now,
hello.
to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Scrum.
I figure
that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
True. Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, Divinity 2, Doom 2, Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, Dark Souls 2. 2. So true. 2. Every pause button is a Roman numeral 2. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Oh, like the song. That's DMCA. I can't sing that. You are the sequel. 2. New features. Let's watch this presentation. I want to watch the presentation. Hello? 2. The Stanley Parable 3 is Mon Bazoo. Should I play Mon Bazoo after this? Whoa, this is crazy looking.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Here's the button that says the name of the player that is playing the game.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person
here's
playing
my
the
name.
game. Isn't that wonderful?
Here's my name.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course,
I'm not
in the final
Jim.
game, this button will say your name.
Jimmy?
Whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind,
Jim?
forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Bye, Colgator.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim.
I'm Jim.
Sleeping and waking
Hi,
as Jim.
teapots.
Falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim.
Oh.
Seizing all of the world's possibilities as
I'm
Jim.
Jimmy.
And as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust.
Jim.
Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I'm
If
Jim.
So, then please step forward and press the button.
All right.
Jim.
Yes, you
That was
see?
awesome.
What a thrill! What a rush! That was you.
That was
The button
awesome.
described you. Do it again.
Let's
do it
go. Ready? Here we go.
Jim.
It hits even harder the
Let's
second
go.
time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
Holy
Let's take a break
shit.
from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away.
No.
Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Jim.
Oh, I like that button. Jim. What's in here? Dude, I don't want to miss anything in this game. Jim. Guys, call me Jim for the rest of this game. I'm Jim.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2.
Epilogue?
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Free, new, and easy achievements. I can't believe it's that simple. Well. Free achievement. A free achievement? Just from being here? I want an achievement. Free achievement. Pull the lever, receive your achievement. No more step. It just works. I love
Now,
achievements.
here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well,
no.
I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
Holy shit.
Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you.
Pog.
It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology
This game
that
sucks.
will exist. Right now, the
Why is
achievement
nothing working?
is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel
Fuck.
to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous
I
fans
wanted
all
an
over
achievement.
the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Jim. Gamers, rise up. No. Fuck. I'm pissed. Jim. Alright, what else do we got in the sequel? Wow, this is a weird Mario mod.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
The jump circle. Wait.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle
Wait.
back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
I want my jumps back. Collectibles. Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you... Oh, what's this?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
What the hell? Wow. I'll collect it. Let's go! Collect them all. Can you find them? Can you find them? I want to go back. Collectibles?
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
No, I like that. What's over here? Like amiibos? Exit. Whoa.
Oh, goodness, Stanley, this is fairly awkward.
What? I'm stuck in the
I hate to do this,
sequel.
but before you leave, you really should go to the bucket exhibit. You see, there's a surprise I was going to spring on you later, and it involves the bucket. And I really do hate to break the illusion, but it's important that you go see the bucket, okay?
The
All
bucket?
right, I'll get out of your hair now.
Go see the bucket. No backseating. Mods? Don't laugh at hair. You guys are so rude. How dare you? Please, no screenshots. Wait a second.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
1 or 2? I would say 2. Happy 12th birthday. 1 or 2? It's too specific.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
Oh, man. What's up, Kings? Merch!
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No. No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
222. What's up here? The bucket. Oh, wait, this is where he told me to go.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game.
Wow.
It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
Bucket.
You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket,
hold the bucket.
The many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
Well, don't say ass.
The bucket is the perfect solution.
Fuck it.
Give it a try.
Should I do it? Fuck it.
Can you feel it?
Yeah, it's
the glow
awesome.
Of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Do I look handsome with the
think
bucket?
That just holding it has made you the slightest bit
Hi,
more
Moab.
attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
What's up, Vibe Went? Good to see you. It didn't change your hairline? Ban Dylan perma. Okay, what can I do with this bucket?
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
This button that says the player's name, I've done it. Office decorations, done it. Okay, maybe now the exit's open. There's a QR code. This is probably how you buy it in real life, right? Should I actually scan it, or is it a big waste of time? Should I actually scan it? Scan it? Okay. My iPhone gets fucking... It has problems, alright? Scan it. I just plugged it in. Scan it. StanleyParable2.com. Welcome to the official website. A sequel, huh? It's a YouTube video. What the fuck? There's a video. A 10-minute video. But it's like an old... What the fuck? It's a real thing. Very immersive. Jump circle? Infinite hole. Have you looked in the infinite hole? This is why you don't get PVs. The bucket isn't trash. Alright, maybe the exit's open. The infinite hole isn't supposed to be flirty. Now I have the bucket, anything's possible. Let's go! We're free! We're free! Whoa. No please no screenshots? Or
so
what?
Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
Or
yes,
what?
I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful
Is this gonna be Monbazu?
experience.
Is it gonna trick me into playing Monbazu?
Are you ready?
Go
Here
ahead.
It is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
Oh.
Okay, yes.
Here we go.
Yes, this is much better. I feel good.
Here we
about
go.
this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley?
It's
This
a mess.
isn't a coherent video game.
It's a
at all.
disaster.
It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but
I
they
like
don't add up to
gags.
anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it.
Just make the original.
I can take the original Stanley Parable
Okay.
and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it.
Uh-huh.
Peacefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
Remake the first
Would it
game.
possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Wow, Stanley Parable 2. Look at this fucking intro. Wow, looks awesome. The sequel already?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Wait, but it's the same game as Stanley
worked for a
Parable
company-
1. Oh, but there's balloons.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Wow, this game is way better. I hate Mondays. One in chat.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
You know what? No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Whoa.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room?
Yes.
Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was.
Coffee nut.
How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
God, this bucket. I'm having deep
mind.
feelings for
The
it.
bucket was wrong.
What?
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, you don't know me. No, I'm not gonna go to the left. I'm going straight. Or wait. No, you know what? Thoughts on lasagna? I love lasagna.
Said the bucket.
Ooh.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Ooh. Can I? Oh my god. Wait, oh my god. Where am I? Wait. Is this... Did I soft lock? Wait, where am I? Jesus Christ.
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know.
It doesn't get scary.
I've lost track.
Don't say it gets scary.
Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense.
Guys, I'm hungry. I'm gonna order food, okay? Don't hate me. I'm not being rude.
Sheer euphoria I feel.
What do you guys want? Pizza?
Every time I pick it up.
Sushi?
No matter how
You had Little
many
Caesars?
times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the
Wait, this is
emptiness
scary.
in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out.
Should I turn off my
why
headphones?
I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms.
The bucket.
Why everything feels so...
Don't 07.
What do I do with this treasure?
I'm not covering my face.
I can monetize it.
Money.
Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket.
It's gonna be DLC. The bucket is DLC.
It's my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as
Alright,
this
I'm
gets
ordering
out,
pizza.
there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get me.
I ordered pizza.
What's that? Who's there?
I swear I ordered pizza. Are you serious? Does this get fucking scary? Come. What? Wait. The bucket!
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms and away.
No, I'm not doing this again. The bucket! I already ordered
Stanley
it.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
You know what?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
I did order it.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
What would I do?
The door on his left to go back.
I need to slow down. Alright, I'm not gonna go into the meeting room. I want to do that shortcut again, but I want to not go into the vent.
No,
said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go
A
there.
collectible!
Go to the cargo lift.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Pog? Wait. No, I don't want to go back in the vent. There must be another secret. 1 in chat if I die, if I fall here. 2 in chat, risk it. No, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Three in chat, Mon Bazoot? What if I go here? I like the buckets creaking. Yo, what's up, Amber? Good to see you. Hello. Okay. Okay, I know what not to do. Buckets?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps the confusion and the chaos
Buckets.
all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Get naked. That's not
Stanley
helpful.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
What can I do with the... What? The trust the completionist instinct. There will be a reward. That's what I was gonna do. Holy shit. Stop kidding yourselves. I want them so bad. I really do. What is this? What is it? What does this mug say? Figure Finder Committee. How can you tell? You've spotted one. What makes them float in the air? Follow clues provided by 416. Red room? Stairs? Somewhere both red and blue. Oh, and both of the doors. And nearby a fireplace. In a private room. Oh, for my boss. The broom closet.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be.
Did this narrator's
The pressure
voice
that
change?
The broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong.
No, I'm just gonna stay in
This is
here.
your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no.
I'm staying in here.
We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient?
No!
That your life is so banal and meaningless
No!
that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner?
The
Well,
closet
I
and
never...
bucket goes Ioya, 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 Ioya.
Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet
Thanks
off
for
for its
$2.
demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
I don't give a fuck about you, Bucket. I'm sorry to break it to you this way.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all.
I'm so
Here we
sorry.
go. There. Now it's settled.
Property
No
of
more
Stanley.
debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Guys, you guys want to chat if you care about the bucket more than me. How dare you? It's just a fucking bucket. I'm a real ass person.
I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see? I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
The bucket has
if
more
you're
hair.
ever unsure whether the thing
It has
you're
no
holding
hair.
is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, "Ah, it's a bucket." There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
Okay, I'm not leaving the broom closet. What are you gonna do, game? What are you gonna do?
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
No, I'm gonna stay in here. What's the game gonna do? What's it gonna do? What's it gonna do? No, I'm never gonna leave. We're in the broom closet together. Wow. Alright.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I wonder what the boss's office looks like now. Dude, everything changes so rapidly in this game. Kind of crazy. Oh. The collectible! I knew it! The stinky boss's office.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Stanlerine. The text on the wall changed? Does the elevator work now? Chat, you guys doing that exercise class? Oh! So, I heard your son is doing soccer, huh? That's pretty damn good. Good for you. Okay. So, Doreen still giving you problems in accounting? Let me tell you, I tried to pass a budget and it was pain. What the fuck? The elevator's broke.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
Bucket.
Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos.
Bucket.
It would be with him, always. The bucket.
Aww.
And he knew it. The two of them were
I love the
inseparable.
bucket now.
At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being
What if you
near
did the
bucket
original
did he have
ending
any notion
with a
that
bucket?
the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
2845?
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the
What?
bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
What's up,
Yes,
Puma?
this is certainly the most logical explanation.
The bucket? Companion cube. That's what I was thinking of.
Okay, I'm going back
Let's
to the name of these little
go!
Stanley figurines. And now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
The bucket. The fireplace opened? No, it didn't. What fireplace? What? It what? You what? You can't play the piano. You what? In the boss's room, the fireplace opened up? Try playing the piano. It doesn't. I tried. It doesn't work. Let's get you full time. Start beefing with Ludwig. No, it's okay, man. I'm just chilling. Down. Or should I go up? This place he's standing.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
Okay.
It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Uh-oh. What's this? I want all the figures.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind
Wait, so if I go
Control
straight
Facility.
and do the regular ending?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
I wonder what happens.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Okay.
The monitors jumped to life.
Look, it's you guys.
Stanley
Everyone
nearly
wave.
dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office
Look, it's
was
you. I
being
see you.
videotaped, monitored like
I'm looking
guinea
at
pigs.
you.
The
I
bucket
see.
had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
I've got my hog out for you. Okay, that's not what I want to hear. That's not what I want to hear. Maybe a wave at most. I don't know about hog.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things?
What if I
it
put the
didn't wish to
bucket
do?
on my head?
What kinds of things
Will that
does
protect
a bucket
me?
want to do or not want to do in the first place?
At the ending?
These questions raised furiously.
I'm
in
Mr.
Stanley's
Tickertron.
mind.
Pipo hey.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept
He
it.
in the bucket.
His own life in someone else's control. Never!
What does that even
He
mean?
squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust
Guys,
no one
I'm sorry, but you
except
guys
the
pale
bucket.
in comparison to the bucket. Do you know what I mean? Pale. we're
Here was the
just
proof.
being goofy.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
What's up here?
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Guys, high five. Wait, I see code. Is that some sort of secret? Huh.
When at last they came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Turn it off. What?
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
We did it. Thank you.
Yes, they had.
We
done
did it. Good
Stanley
job,
and the
Bucket.
Had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive
Wait,
door.
what if I clicked
The bucket
on?
wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on
Could
Earth.
I control
Both
the
of them wanted to
minds
begin
of
watching
the
a movie,
chatters?
any movie, but then stop it halfway through.
Wait, I want to
and
start
begin
it
watching
again.
in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and...
Wait.
What? Wait. What was happening?
Soft
Why
locked.
had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
What the hell?
An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket.
Throw it
Needed
over?
the
No!
soothing warmth of the bucket. Would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Uh-oh. Bucket. Uh-oh. No!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
You
he
can't
simply
throw the
missed a memo.
bucket.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms.
This game reminds me of the
With bucket in his
time
arms again, he was
Garfield took John's pipe. What, dude? Dude, what?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his
Yo,
chest
I love
and entered
lasagna.
the door on his left.
I'm gonna go to the door on the left. What if I listen to authority? Yeah, I'm going to the door on my left. Okay, where else am I looking for the figurines? Stairs. And then somewhere between red and blue. Remember that. Write that down. Stairs. These are stairs.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. You're getting close now, Stanley.
Let's go!
You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then.
So
different in the
true.
sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all.
It's
You
gonna be
can't go back to when
awesome.
you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
What? That's not what it's called. Okay, this is where you go insane. I don't want to try that. I want to go upstairs. Because I think that's where the red and blue doors are. And we can capture all of the... Wait, this is the boss's room. I don't remember how to get...
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again
2854.
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
It's raining outside.
Crushed by the weight of
Cozy.
this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos.
Oops.
It would be with him, always. The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the
Guys, my
bucket
pizza's
was
coming.
Was the bucket
You guys want a slice? Guess what? None of you get one.
This is certainly the most logical explanation.
I'm not sharing. Bisha? I'm gonna go up. I accidentally hit down. I ain't sharing. I'm not sharing the pizza. What if I hit up now? This is why
Wait,
you were...
Stanley said to the bucket.
This is
"Can we
why
go
you're in the
back up?"
Zoom call?
When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again.
Oh.
The bucket said nothing.
A new pathway was just discovered. A new pathway was just discovered. Interesting. Click the number 3. I want to click 3. What's gonna happen?
Here we are, said Stanley.
Oh.
Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and... Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator.
Oh. Dude, the bucket just dono-walled me, man. What the fuck? Why would they include that? There's gotta be something.
Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
The bucket is an analogy for chat? You are more. You are not the bucket. You'll never be the bucket.
Should Stanley and the bucket
Oh,
walk straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna hit yes. Here, I'm gonna hit yes. I will take over the mind control.
On an enormous room packed
You guys,
with television screens.
Here you are.
What
Smile for the
secret
camera.
did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
It's about to turn on. Smile for the camera. Look, it's you. Oh. I'm about to look. Look, I see every single chatter.
And Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently.
Who's employee
reassuring
420?
it that everything would be fine.
If you have to ask, it's not you. Employee 420 knows who they are.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
Look, a couple of you got fired.
These
Those are the people I banned.
Furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Okay, I'm gonna vote yes.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own
I don't
life
want
in
spoilers.
someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter.
though.
His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Bucket. Alright, I'm gonna vote yes. I'm gonna click yes. Yes.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content.
All good.
Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery...
On.
But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls.
Wait, is the bucket evil?
Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like
The
this?
chat is evil.
Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
Wow.
Birds. Silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
Burbs. I'm gonna click this one. I'm gonna click this one.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along?
Wow.
Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands. the one who had pointed him
Look at
towards
this one.
incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could
Yo,
take,
what's up, Mr.
this
Chasm?
one was
1, 2,
surely
3.
the best.
Hello, people here in chat.
Stanley was happy.
I'm happy. Cute birds. Oh man, that was a good ending. That was a good ending. Oh, it automatically kicked me
How
back.
long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned?
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around.
Okay, I want to go to the red and blue doors. I don't remember how I got there.
Clutched the bucket
Oh,
tightly to his
yeah.
chest. This was not.
I have to go on the
direct way to
pathway
meeting
above.
room,
I remember.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Can we
And
stay
here
here?
it was.
I'm
Had
gonna
the
stay
bucket
here.
turned out to be correct?
The
Was
bucket
this
is my
matter
bottle
in
of
the meeting
vodka?
room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Number 1 dad. I'm not your dad. This is just... I love moms.
Truly, being here with the bucket was a grand adventure. Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together. First, walking through the door on the right, then walking to the lounge, then arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey the bucket had inspired.
Should I just stay here forever? Coffee nut. Oh, shit.
Perhaps this was where the bucket felt
Alright, we're
most
out.
true. But finally, the bucket was done being in the lounge, and they took the first open door
I'm
on
not
the
your
left
father.
to get back to business.
The
No.
reason...
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Good.
Said the bucket.
The
Now
reason
ride the
I'm going
lift all
here
the way
is
to
because I want
top.
the last
There's
figurine.
something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
And then I want to
It
go
should
here
have alarmed
after.
him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Danger everywhere. Monka, monka, monka. Is this where the horror game starts? Monka, monka, monka. Car, go. Operator's manual. Yo, thanks for all the
No,
follows.
stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this
Guess
point.
what?
Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here?
Guess what?
Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
What?
I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this
What?
point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it.
Guess what?
This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the
I can't go
story is
in.
dependent on your understanding of what is
I was gonna
and
break the
isn't
rules.
a bucket. Please, step in
What the
carefully.
fuck? This is new. Hello? Oh my god, my fucking Google just just said.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is
Do I need to play the
or
first
is
one? No.
not a
Okay,
bucket.
hey, welcome,
Okay,
Bucket
let's begin.
Game. Ladies and gentlemen, step right up.
Item
Is this a
1.
bucket? Yes
Is
or
this
no?
a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket. Not an actual bucket.
Wait, what? What? Bucket 2, is
Item
this a
2.
bucket?
Is this a bucket?
2. 2? You're saying it's not a bucket. That's 3 twos, 1 yes, and 1 Monbazu.
Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket.
Well done,
not an
chat.
actual bucket.
Well done, everybody. Well done.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
What do you guys think? 1, 2. It is not a bucket. Is none of this a bucket?
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
God damn it, dude. God damn it.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
You know what? Because it's so obviously not a bucket, I'm gonna say yes. It is a bucket.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
I thought it was being clever. Okay, I've learned. It is not a bucket. I've learned.
Incorrect. This is a
Dude,
bucket.
what? There's no explanation. What the fuck? Yo, what's up, Shadowharp? Welcome, man.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No, it's not a bucket.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Dude, what? They just stopped explaining.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
I am holding it. This is not a bucket.
Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket.
Thank you.
We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait,
Thank you.
When I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless... Is that what you think?
What?
Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
Is everything a bucket? Whoa, dude, what the fuck? Yes.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket?
This game is so
moments
cute.
ago, I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and
You
myself
are a
was all I
bucket.
ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry.
Do not take it
I'm
away.
going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
No.
Okay, here we go.
No, 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 no.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear?
Because everything's a bucket.
Was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket.
Yes.
Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone
Guys,
else,
life is a
maybe don't
bucket.
mention that.
Holy
Who
shit.
knows what that information might do to a person?
The bucket's
All right,
back.
Here we go.
The bucket's back, everybody. The bucket's back.
How long was I sitting there?
Bazinga!
Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days?
Whoa.
Centuries?
This game
Whoa.
is giving me an existential crisis. The only other time
Whoa.
I felt this amount of confusion is every day that
Pizza's
Squeex
almost
refuses
here.
to play Mon Bazo. He ignores the chat's will, making each of us reflect and look deep inside, question our humanity. Then a
Did
Bazinga
something
plays
crucial
and
happen
we
while my
experience
senses
joy
were
in its
turned?
purest form, making us fully
ahead.
realize our shared humanity.
Go ahead.
Bazinga.
There you go.
He made a
Thank
note
you,
to be
Milkman
more
Nick. I
careful
really
with time
appreciate it.
From now on.
You guys like to giggle? Huh? You guys like to giggle?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Guess what? No, I don't.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to
What's up,
admire
David?
It was okay. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Guess what?
Hey Squeex. I'm pretty new, but I love the
Oh
content.
man.
Thanks for the laughs and positive
Stanley was so
vibes. Keep up the awesome work.
Thank you so much, Chabs. Hearts in chat. Thank you so much for the
bad at following
25
directions.
bucks. I appreciate it. Fine, I will share my pizza.
It's
I will
incredible
share my
he wasn't
pizza.
5
Thank you
years
so much,
ago.
Chabs. I do appreciate it. Very generous of you. Thank you.
Bazinga!
Fake comment.
Okay, not so soon. Give it a time to marinate before you say fake comment. I didn't pay Chabs to pay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you.
Me.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot.
Wait, the girl.
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
The maiden.
I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
My maiden.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
I don't have a
put
bucket.
Your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Wait, I don't have my bucket. Did I forget the bucket?
All of his
I'm such a
co-workers were
monster.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure
I gotta
together.
take my bucket to meet my wife. Maybe I can fuck the bucket? Oh, I'm on the other side.
Stanley
Oh, I'm sorry. You guys didn't hear me. I said maybe I can fuck the bucket, I said.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room. But
What
Stanley
the-
had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the
Shadowheart,
employee
thanks for
lounge
the
was
5
simply
gift
the place to be.
rules. Coming to
And here
pod
it
clap.
was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was no, never mind.
Welcome to the shareholders.
The
Thank you
bucket
so
was
much,
wrong.
Shadowheart.
Stanley took the door on his left.
Thank
to go back to
you.
the meeting room.
No,
Said
Ow.
the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top.
Guys, the
There's
pizza's
something up
almost
there I
here.
need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should
hungry
have
as
alarmed
fuck.
him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken
That's
to
for
him,
fucking
and
the
he
bucket?
unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Oh, so that's what you guys are here for, some bucket play, huh? Some bucket action. Oh.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
Babe?
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley.
Wait,
and
this is
his bucket.
new.
Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And
Aw.
then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Honey, I'm home. This is a beautiful apartment, by the way. Holy shit. I'm getting inspiration in my real... This is a beautiful apartment. Actually, so fucking open. They're missing a rug, though. If I was here, I would set up my stream, my little computer desk. I would set it up in this corner. No. Yeah, in this corner. This is beautiful. Oh, I'm sorry. Put the bucket down. Press B to take me to work with you.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders.
Wait, so are we fucking this
Whatever
bucket or
Stanley
what?
is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Take me back home with you. Wow.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Oh, I get it. So it's a fucking
I'll
circle.
try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me.
It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a
Wait, so
liquid
is there no
from
beating
one
this
location
game?
to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything
Oh,
else.
it's making me cry.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time, it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Ignore anyone in your life besides the bucket. I live
Sad.
for you,
I
bucket.
suppose he doesn't need me anymore.
I love you.
From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
So true. Is my pizza here?
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average.
What do you guys want to
hardware
watch?
store bucket.
Germa?
Just a little more,
Is Germa on? What do you guys want to watch?
More capable of transporting liquid.
You guys want to put on a
Like it would
Ludwig
be
video?
better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Press X to relive the same day over and over again.
Oh my God, what am I saying?
Oh, whoa.
Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Guys, I love this bucket. Go home and work from home.
Oh no. I'm having feelings.
Dude, we're gonna fuck the bucket.
No, 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 no.
We're gonna fuck the
What's
bucket,
going on?
guys.
Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation. Stanley, give me the bucket.
No.
Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it. Give it to me now. Give it or I'll...
That was my favorite ending so far. Go back to work, Stanley.
Someone was
Guys, do
following
this in real
Stanley.
life.
He was sure of it. If he checked
What?
over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter
My
of time.
pizza's here. Who is following me? Wait, my pizza's here. Should I get my pizza? One in chat. Should I get my pizza? I'm gonna get my pizza. You guys want some? I got pepperoni. You guys want some? You're using a plate? Wait, what do you mean? Like, as opposed to what? A paper plate? I sent you 3 videos to watch on Discord.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfect.
Like right now?
Fine with him.
Oh, with my food.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door.
Okay, what storyline am I missing? Or maybe let's just do it right now. Let's just do it right now, because I'm hungry. Let's just do it right now. What's this?
Why did you go up there?
What is this video? What the fuck is this? What is Nathan putting me to watch? What is this?
To heckle her for? Because she came down to the club and heckled me. I give her a taste of her own medicine. Oh, yeah! You gave her a taste of medicine, all right. Well, I didn't want her to have an accident.
What accident?
Well, after he heckled Toby, she got so upset she
What the
ran
fuck
out of
is
the building
this?
and a street sweeper ran over her foot and severed her pinky toe.
Kramer?
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, then after the ambulance left, I found the toe. So I put it in a Cracker Jack box, filled it with ice, and took off for the hospital.
What? You ran?
No, I jumped on the bus. I told the driver, I got a toe here, buddy. Step on it.
Holy cow!
Yeah, yeah. Then, all of a sudden, this guy pulls out a gun. Well, I knew any delay's gonna cost her her pinky toe, so I got out of the seat and I started walking towards him. He says, where do you think you're going, Cracker Jack? I says, well, I got a little prize for you, buddy.
Banned on Twitch.
Knocked him out cold.
How could you do that?
Yeah, then everybody's
Kramer!
screaming. Because the driver, he's passed out because of all the commotion. The bus is out of control. So I grab him by the collar, I take him out of the seat, I get behind the wheel, now I'm driving the bus.
You're Batman.
Yeah, I am Batman. Then the mugger, he comes to and he starts choking me.
One in chat if you've laughed once.
So I'm fighting him off with one hand and I kept driving the bus with the other, you know? Then I managed to open up the door and I kicked him out the door, you know, with my foot, you know, at the next stop.
You kept making all the stops?
Kramer?
Well, people kept ringing the bell.
What about the toe? What happened to the toe?
Well, I am happy to say that the little guy is back in place at the end of the line.
You did all this for a pinky toe?
Well, it's a valuable appendage.
Good one.
Bazinga!
Hey Squeex. It
Hey.
turns out laugh tracks are funny, huh?
Yeah, I'm not turning it on. I'm not turning on the laugh track. Thanks for the bits. 6 CSGO.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start.
6 CSGO montage? What's this? What's up, cleaning up Jannies? Dude, I'm sucking on the pizza right now. Straight up. Fucking skull emoji. CSGO trick shots to the TF2 video is better. Okay, watch it. All right, good. I'm almost done with my pizza. I'm sucking on it. Dude, it's so long.
This channel is usually not very serious.
I'm sucking on
For
it.
the past couple of years, I've been doing a lot of research under the radar, and I don't think the tone I
Pepperoni?
usually have in my videos would fit with the information I've
Bazinga!
discovered. Especially since no one else seems to have said much of
What
anything
else are you
about
sucking
this.
on, flirt?
So if you can bear with me being more
A
serious
bucket.
than usual, I'd like to share with you one of TF2's biggest mysteries that you probably
Here it
never
comes.
even heard about.
Thanks, Milkman Nick. I appreciate the bits, man.
On June 23rd, 2020, popular medic player Array7 uploaded this video, Aged and Confused. If you haven't seen it, it's a simple, relaxing video of Array and Uncle Dane having a friendly chat over some casual gameplay. They eventually begin discussing some of the weirder interactions they've had playing TF2.
Do you guys play TF2 or
and
no?
Array shares a story from when
I feel like
casual
none
first
of you
came
guys
out.
played TF2.
He joins the server and notices that the majority of players on both teams were unmoving and lifeless.
What the fuck?
They had hats, indicating that they weren't bots, but still.
Why are they AFK?
Silence. This was
Monka,
very
monka,
intriguing
monka,
to me
monka,
because
monka.
This was not the first time I had heard about this kind of thing happening.
Monka, monka, monka,
Casual
monka.
mode in TF2 was released July 8th,
Is this scary?
2016. Around the same time frame I heard about this phenomenon in none other than a TF2 voice chat conversation. But just like everyone else, I paid little attention to it. But after hearing about it again in Array's video, years later,
Yeah, I'll probably be
I
live
knew there
tomorrow.
was more to the story that I was
Oh,
missing.
maybe not.
So I dug through
I
forum
don't know.
posts, YouTube comments,
50-50.
Discord chat logs, and finally, I was able to corroborate enough evidence to explain why this happened. Here's everything I've found since then.
Uh-oh. Where were
From
they?
what I've gathered, it started with two people. The first was a player named PH. PH was heavily involved in the trading scene around the years of 2014 to 2015. He frequented trade servers like the Vatican, never really bothering to play TF2 in the conventional way, thus hindering his mechanical skill in the game. But this is something that he didn't care for, as at the time it simply wasn't his thing.
What?
After all, he had racked up an impressive inventory worth just over 20,000 US dollars. Being a trader as high profile as he was, he had a lot of connections to people, one of them being our second person.
$20,000 in
modern
TF2?
programmer by the name of Sizzler.
What the
Sizzler
fuck?
had a number of mods posted to Game Banana, things like HUDs, weaponry skins, different light warps, and even some more advanced projects like additional config changes and custom game modes.
I don't even know that's possible.
At one point, PH reached out to Sizzler about a mod idea. You see, PH was slowly starting to play TF2 outside of trade servers.
Have you heard of the legendary CSGO player Goblin D? Yeah, Goblin D's nuts.
Particularly
Transgender.
enjoying his experience.
Come on.
He
Come
found
on.
himself getting frustrated with the game, and you can even find some
Don't
of his
steal
old
my
forum
joke.
posts where he expresses his frustration.
Don't steal
over
my
certain
joke.
Weapons or playstyles. His idea for Sizzler was ambitious, an overhaul of TF2's offline mode, where the game actually resembles a server of real people. The bots would wear hats, type in chat, have realistically generated names, everything, all with bot difficulty and behavior functionality and
Manga.
mod compatibility. It would be a way for PH and people like him to enjoy the game without needing to dump hundreds of hours developing skills you would need for first-person shooter games, while also not having to deal with the base game's limited bot support. Sizzler liked the idea, so he got to work, with PH helping out by learning some basic programming to speed up development, as well as
did you want the crust? Wait, are you guys mad that I didn't share with you?
On July 13th, 2015, the first playable version of the mod, simply titled Sizzler's Mod, was released.
Give me the crusty.
The mod was available for download on Sizzler's
Alright.
own website.
Sorry, back to the game. Back to the game. Sorry. Back to the game. My brain is too cracked out. Back to the game. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you guys watching that? Finish? Okay, are you guys mad that I canceled that? Oh, I'm so sorry.
I think I'm gonna start posting.
Oh, wait, I'm
This
so
channel
fucking
is
sorry.
usually not very serious.
Oh my god. I didn't realize you guys were invested.
He found himself getting frustrated with the game, and you can even find some of his old forum posts where he expresses his frustration over certain weapons and playstyles. His idea for Sizzler was ambitious, base game's limited bot, as well as contributing to playtesting.
I'm so sorry.
On July 13th, 2015,
Oh, I'm so
the first
sorry.
playable version of the mod, simply titled Sizzler's Mod, was released.
Here we are.
The mod was available for download on Sizzler's own website.
I'm gonna get another
Unfortunately,
slice.
This is the
I'm gonna
only
get another
snapshot
piece.
that exists of the website.
I'm gonna get another piece.
The mod received little attention, but it served its purpose for PH and the few other people that had received word of the project. After a few months, the mod started to gain some ground in a small portion of the community. It became fairly popular among other modders because of how much more streamlined working with AIs was. Here's an old demonstration of the menu that was included. Because of the increased traffic to the website, Sizzler had to upscale his old page, and this time around, an
One in chat if you're paying
archive
attention.
exists, which I will link in the description. There's not much on the website, but what is
Yo, what's
most
up,
interesting
Comic
to me
Sans?
is the name. Somewhere along the way, the L was dropped, evidenced by a few forum posts. Sizzler just rolled with it, accepting Scissors Mod as the new name, only for people to shorten it even further and refer to it as
Is this doing
Scissors
something for you guys? Me
convenience.
eating pizza? Is someone
But
into
the mod
this?
wasn't perfect. After the launch of casual mode in TF2 even more months later, Sizzler did not bother to update the mod at all, and this appeared to cause some problems right away. Joining a public game after closing the mod could sometimes cause the internal workings of TF2 to get confused. It couldn't figure out if you were in a real game with real people or a game with bots that looked like real people. And this is where our quiet servers full of AFK players come from. The download is still up on the archived website, and I was able to recreate the AFK phenomenon here.
What?
24 real players, Valve server. No movement in sight. I
Ghost.
highly recommend you do not try to do this yourself.
Ghosts.
Dude, it's so quiet.
They're AFK
There's
ghosts.
nothing out here. Hello?
Dude.
You in there?
Ghosts.
But this doesn't explain how it was finding its way onto other people's systems. Code from Scissors Mod would get into other people's mods, and even some workshop mods. It would also propagate through community servers, given how much junk gets downloaded when you join some of them. Thankfully, most people would never see the so-called symptoms.
I'm having a terrible
Occasional
night, so I'm
person
psyched.
would
You're still streaming?
learn
Hearts in
chat
chat.
messages from
Sorry to
people
hear that,
weren't in
man.
the
You
game,
can have some pizza.
jumbled Unicode
Open up, only for
characters,
Zaf.
and supposedly code from
Sorry to
the
hear
mod
that, man.
itself. And it was causing innocent people
Go
to
ahead.
receive VAC bans.
Go ahead.
Have you ever wanted to use a decal tool on a photo badge? If you have, then you'll know how annoying it is to get rid of this awful filter Valve put, In order to get a colored badge, you would need a third-party software to bypass the filter, which Valve's anti-cheat would detect and ban you for, had you join a VAC-secured server with it open.
Dude, could I just play TF2?
Scissors worked the same way.
I love
this
TF2.
Message was included very clearly at the top of the page. Sizzler would not take responsibility for a mistake that users would make, and that's completely fair.
This game was so good.
But with this recent wave of bans, the users could not be the ones to take the blame.
Can I get a slice for my
Cracks in the
birthday?
mod began
Fuck no, you can't.
To appear, and complaints about other features started to pile up, with many users telling others to just
Of
get
course
rid of
not.
it altogether and to never even open your game with it on, offline or not.
I'll give you a whole half pizza, dude. Not just
Early
a
on,
slice.
users were
Happy
not fans
birthday.
of this, the sign-in button. For whatever reason, Sizzler made it mandatory to log in with a Steam account before installing the mod. The mod was designed to store user data, and Sizzler said it was for security reasons. And the majority of users didn't actually mod it. Essentially, you could have your account and use the mod all you want, but if you signed into Steam with a second account, the mod would not work again unless you use the site to sort of register the new
They're gonna
account to it.
get vaxxed.
Sizzler received a fair amount of backlash from people about this specific feature, to which he responded with, "The site will always be up anyway. I don't get what the big deal is."
Who made this video? Is this Nathan's friend?
On September 8th, 2016, the site went down.
What is this
The
video?
amount of VAC bans was few and far between.
I
practically
did.
Making all the warnings get swept under the rug.
Wait,
And Steam
one
support
in
was
chat if
without.
you made this.
But Sizzler knew about every single one, as his contact email was being flooded with complaints, and of course some threats.
I love this man.
He quickly removed the site to stop anyone else from becoming a victim. All the while, Sizzler was relaying everything to PH, and they both knew they had to do something quick. They had ideas to fix the issue, or trying as many things as they could, including reaching out to Steam and seeing if they can get some assistance from Valve's own engineers. While waiting for a response, PH decided to do some troubleshooting on his own.
I'd be mad.
But
Can you
since
turn
the
it
site
up?
was
No.
down, PH was forced
Yes.
to use his main account. It would be
Alright.
risky, but he had no choice.
Pay off right now.
He turned on the mod and ran TF2.
Can you turn me on? Sure.
So far, nothing bad had happened. The mod seemed to be stable, but PH couldn't help his constant feeling of guilt. He kept thinking of all the innocent people whose accounts were destroyed because of his idea.
Uh-oh.
In his panic state, PH accidentally began to join a public game during his troubleshooting.
Oh no.
Before he knew it,
PH!
his account had received a VAC ban.
Oh
His
my
entire
god.
inventory, full of rare
$20,000?
$20,000 was now locked in the account.
Oh
It could never be traded
no.
or sold again. All the time and money invested, gone in an instant. PH had quite possibly the biggest lapse in judgment known to man.
Oh
He should have never
no.
run with scissors.
That's how the video ends. What the hell? That's how it ends? There's no way. Check the description. Special thanks for the... Oh, this is an April Fool's video. None of this is real. Dude, what a waste of time. Nathan, Jesus fucking Christ, man. Nine minutes. That is not a good video. What a stupid fucking joke. Okay, what's the other paths? Maybe we have... Maybe we are the collectibles. What the hell? Okay, somewhere both red and blue. Where do I go? No. Where's the narrator?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs
No.
to the boss's office.
Is this Stanley Parable with even more Parable? I'm gonna be honest with you, bae. I have never played Stanley Parable. Oh wait, this is where you go insane. Let's try it with the bucket. This is something I've never
But
tried.
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
Do I go
Might be
crazy?
fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All
Is this
because he
different?
believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
Wait, is
And
this
then
different?
Something occurred to Stanley.
What?
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps.
Quick, do this!
How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would
Where's
come
my
from
bucket?
this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground.
Oh, now I'm gonna start.
Oh, gracious.
Oh, shit.
Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it.
Oh,
Far
shit.
off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket!
Where?
Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by
Which was
one
the real
after
bucket?
the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
No!
Come to me, Stanley! Find me!
No!
He had to find the bucket.
No!
He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly
No!
restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along.
Wow.
It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Wow.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
She saw me passed out with a bucket inside of me?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
Is that what it's gonna say?
Dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work.
Everyone has a
But on
bucket.
this particular day, her walk was
I got it.
interrupted
Everyone's
by
got
the
a
body of
bucket.
a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion. And it's
Oh
all
my
just a
God, she's...
video game.
No!
It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him.
No!
Perhaps he didn't even realize
It's a game?
he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything.
Bucket?
Yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Okay, so it barely changed that storyline. It barely changed.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait, so this literally never fucking ends. If I ended the stream now, would you guys hate me? 6.5 hours? 6.5 hours? It's been a long time. What's up, Haru? 3, Mon Bazu. How much more of the... How much more... How much more am I missing of this game? Could I beat it in one more sitting? Or am I at the end of, like, exhausting all the options? Ooh. The narrator is shut up.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
It has
Perhaps
a lot
he
of
wanted to
endings.
stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
There's a single ending that has a 4+ hours to get.
Okay.
Holy shit.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Go to the left?
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
This is new. Monka, 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 monka.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh!
No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Okay.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down...
Back.
Left, right... Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Megumi! Thanks for giving us up to Zizav. Hearts and chat for both of them. Great chatter, too. Appreciate that. Thank you. Look, guys! It's you.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is
Thank
all a
you.
spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
Uh-oh.
How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay.
No.
From the top.
Oh my god. I'm number 420. Okay, listen, guys. Listen. I'm gonna end it there. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. But anyways, I will see you. There's still probably multiple hours. Jesus. I ate 2 slices of pizza and now I'm sleepy. Yeah. Pizza is a bad. Why is my display capture on? I just turned it on. No. I'll stay up a little bit. Don't worry, guys. I wasn't double capping. Alright, bye, guys. Thanks for watching. Good luck. Have fun. No Valorant. I'll see you tomorrow. I might not sleep. I might not stream tomorrow. I have an obligation. Tomorrow. But I'll see you probably if it ends early, I'll come. It's a sexual obligation with Doreen. Exactly right. And I'm getting new kidneys and a hair transplant. Alright. Who should we raid? Exclamation YouTube. Who should we raid? Let's raid Karen. Well, Karen's playing GTA. What's this? What's this? Uh-oh. Why is this a Mizkiff clip that says titled Squeex? Is it a drama?
Like, he's in Orbiter. No, it's people around OTK. Here's the thing. You got, like, XQC left, and, like, you know, that one dude who plays Super Mario 64 that gets on live streams once in a while.
Let's go!
People are going to get more and more mad at OTK for only being on live stream fails. I can guarantee that...
Let's go! We did it! We broke through! I finally broke through, baby!
Got ourselves banned.
We did it! I'm the guy that plays Mario. Oh my god. Let's go! Let's go! Hell yeah. Get me into the streamer house, baby. I'm down. Get me into the fucking streamer house. Jesus Christ. The guy who plays Mario. Jesus Christ, man. Is that what I've become? Alright, guys. Take care. See you tomorrow. Let's raid Johnny. He's playing 70 star. You guys will like him. Goodbye. Goodbye. See you tomorrow. Or the next day. But maybe tomorrow. Peace out. See you guys later. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I had fun. Good luck. Peace.